Some workplaces have clear hazards, while others have hidden or less obvious ones. Our next guest looks for potential dangers and finds ways to reduce risks and make workplaces safe. Let's spend some time with a health and safety consultant.
Hi, Brian. I'm Richard.
Hey, nice to meet you.
So pleased to meet you. Welcome to Pacific Safety. Let me give you a tour of our office.
Great, thanks.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Richard DeLong. I'm a senior health and safety consultant with Pacific Safety, located in Vancouver, BC. My business is all about people. Although it's occupational health and safety, it deals directly with people. We go to their workplaces and we help them understand their obligations with the law in regards to health and safety to keep people safe at work. And we provide them some solutions. One of the wonderful things about what it is that I do is that we don't necessarily deal with one specific industry or one type of client. We can deal with anybody and everybody. All employers have some inherent danger associated with the work that they do. A typical day in my life with my job is not typical. So it does change from day to day. It does really depend on the type of work that I have scheduled. It could be just general meetings in someone's boardroom. I could be on an active work site, touring the site with the safety personnel of that site and the management team. I do a lot of assessing. So based on my knowledge of the job that they are conducting, I will assess and provide them feedback and give them guidance and resources so that they can do some work on their own.
Okay, so Richard, what am I looking at here?
This is what we call an evacuation route map. It's part of the emergency response plan.
Okay.
These are some of the things that we develop and prepare for our clients.
You take a blueprint that's already existing from, say, an architect, but you overlay with all of the health and safety features within that space.
Absolutely, yeah. So what this does is it identifies the clear map of how to get out of a facility in the event of an emergency. And generally it identifies what we call a muster point. That's where everyone will congregate. And once that everyone is accounted for, the idea is that we stay out of the way of emergency personnel that may come, and we wait for further direction. Training and education is important. You must certainly finish your high school. Any post-secondary education will always give you a good basis to draw from. There are some specific types of diploma program certificates you can take. The certificate course is in occupational health and safety. There are universities around the country that provide online training that you can take. I think the toughest part of my job is probably having to have a conversation with someone that is doing something that they shouldn't be doing and knowing full well that they shouldn't be doing it, and then having to bring it to the forefront. Those are difficult conversations to have at times, but knowing that people are making their way home safe and sound to their families and their friends, the rewarding part is the thank you in the end.
So Richard, you're not always in the office. The other part of your job is going out to job sites themselves.
Absolutely. We do find ourselves coming to construction sites similar to the one that's in front of us here right now.
Sure.
So if this is the kind of client that we're going to be working with on any given day, what we first do is when we approach the site, we're trying to get an overall perspective of the hazards that are present, find out where people are working, and if there's any specific areas we need to avoid. But the first rule of business is always to find the management team. And we want to announce that we're here.
Yep.
And if they're the ones we need to see, they want to know we're on site. I think the advice that I would suggest to somebody that wants to come into this field is be patient, be open-minded, find out what the educational requirements are specifically. Find people who are in this industry and get to know them, talk to them, come ask questions, come see us here. We'd be happy to give one-on-one advice and help people find the resources needed to get themselves into this industry.
Well, Richard, thank you so much for your time today. I really learned a lot.
You're very welcome. It's been my pleasure.
Take care.
Cheers.
Once again, I'm Brian for Career Trek, reminding you that this career could be yours.